Frederick, cannot you, in the calm excellence of your wisdom, reconcile it with your conscience to say something that will relieve my father's sorrow?
I will try to, Mabel. But why does he sit, night after night, in this draughty old ruin?
Why do I sit here? Please, to escape the pirates' clutches. I describe myself as an orphan, and heaven help me, I am no orphan. I came here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for bringing shame and dishonor on the family escutcheon.
But you forget, sir, you only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel are ancestors. You cannot deny that. When I purchased the estate, I purchased the chapel and its contents. Now, I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I do know whose ancestors they are. And I would shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, would bring shame and dishonor on what, I have no doubt, was an unstained discussion.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, these reckless men would assuredly have called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, Frederick, but it is unavailing. I assure you that such is the anguish and remorse I feel for the abominable falsehood by which I escaped those easily deluded pirates,
that I would march on their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all, did I not fear the consequences would be most disastrous to myself. At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11, before midnight, I hope to have atoned for the involuntary association by sweeping the pestilent scourges from the face of the earth. Oh, and then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Excuse me. Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only wait my orders.
Then, Frederick, let your escort lion-hearted be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon your dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
When the foeman bears his steel, we uncomfortable feel, and we find the wisest thing is to stop our chests and sing tarantara. For when threatened with the mute, and your heart is in your boots, there is nothing brings it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound.
Go, ye heroes, go, would you glory? Go, ye giant comic glory. Ye shall live in song and story. Go, would you immortality? Go to death and go to slaughter. Die, dear Cornish daughter, with her cheers of rains of water. Go, ye heroes, go.
Was it evident? These attentions are well meant. Such expressions don't appear, calculating meant to cheer. Who are going to meet their fate in a highly nervous state. Still to us it's evident, these attentions are well meant. observed to great distress on the wrists that on us press, and a reference a lack to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident, these attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant, evident.
Ah, yes, well meant. When the phone rings,
These pirates slay, then do not say, then why is delay? Yes, but you don't go! Damn it, they won't go!
Now for the pirate's lair. Oh, joy unbounded. Oh, sweet relief. Oh, rapture unexampled. At last I may atone in some slight measure for the repeated acts of theft and pillage, of which at a sense of duty stern dictation I, circumstance's victim, have been guilty.
Young Frederick,
Who calls?
your late commander.
And I, your little Ruth.
Oh, mad intruders, how dare ye face me? Know ye not, O rash ones, that I have doomed you to extermination?
Have mercy on us. Here say you slaughtered.
I do not think I ought to listen to you, yet mercy should alloy our stern resentment. And so, I will be merciful, say on.
When you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise our spirits quaint. According to our custom old, we've quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard, we lay and sobbed upon the rocks until to somebody occurred a startling paradox.
A paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. We've quips and quibbles heard and frogs, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox, a paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A this paradox.
We knew your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the joke enjoy, and so we risked both life and limb to tell it to our boy.
That paradox.
That paradox, that most ingenious paradox, we've quips and quibbles heard and walked, but none to beat this paradox.
A paradox,
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. This paradox. For some ridiculous reason, to whatever I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4 his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. And through a single coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And through a simple arithmetical process, you'll easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet if we go by birthdays, you're only 5 and a little bit over.
Dear me, let's see. Yes, yes, with yours my figures do agree. How quaint the ways of paradox, that common sense she gaily mocks, though counting in the usual way, years 21 I've been alive. Yet reckoning by my natal day, yet reckoning by my natal day, I am a little boy of 5.
He's a little boy of 5.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox, a curious paradox,
a most ingenious paradox.
Upon my word, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4, no one would think it to look at me.
You are glad now, I'll be bound, that you spared us. You never would have forgiven yourself when you had discovered that you had killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades,
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You would apprentice to us.
until I reached my 21st year.
No, until you reach your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you're as yet only 5 1/4.
You don't mean to say you're going to hold me to that?
No, we merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your sense of duty.
Don't put this on that footing. As I was merciful to you just now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist on the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We merely content ourselves. I'm pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty.
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty. My duty is only too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought that I have ever been mixed up with it. But duty is before all. At any price, I'll do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you're one of us once more.
Lead on. I follow. Horror!
What's the matter?
Ought I to tell you? No, I cannot do it. And then yet, as one of your badges,
Speak out, I charge you, by that sense of conscience which we have never yet appealed in vain.
General Stanley.
Yes.
The father of my Mabel.
Yes.
He escaped from you on the plea that he was an orphan.
He did.
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore. But as your apprentice, I have no alternative. It is my duty to tell you that General Stanley is no orphan.
What?
More than that, he never was one.
Am I to understand that, in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice on our prejudice, simplicity? Our revenge shall be swift and terrible. We will go and collect our bond in the Toxmorton Castle this very night.
But stay.
Not a word. He is doomed. Away, away, my heart's on fire. I burn this faith deception to decay. This very night will end his life. Shall light itself and go away.